Come on, can you challenge me to get hello?
All children, no matter their background, dream of big things. Their dreams shouldn't be limited by where they live or a lack of opportunity that can come with it. There are currently more than 400,000 children aged between 4 and 15 years old living in remote parts of Australia who don't have access to the same educational opportunities as those in cities, which can make it very hard for them to realise their full potential and also their dreams. Now we'll see how a partnership between Telstra and One Laptop Per Child, or OLPC Australia, is closing this gap for children, regardless of where they live, to be given the chance to learn and realise their dream.
At One Laptop Per Child Australia, our vision is of equality and opportunity for all children. One Laptop Per Child was established globally to develop and deploy the XO laptop, a low-cost, low-power, rugged, connected laptop to educate children in remote communities. So far, nearly 2 million XOs have been distributed across parts of Africa, Asia and South America. Despite being a first world nation, some Australian children suffer disadvantage not dissimilar to children in third world countries. Our goal is to provide each of the 400,000 remote Australian children with an XO laptop, along with a comprehensive training and support program for their teachers, to help engage the children in their own education. In the next 12 months, we will deploy 15,000 XOs and a grand total of 400,000 by 2014. This sounds ambitious, but we don't want any Aussie child to miss out. And we need to act quickly if we're going to see a change in education standards in Australia.
Telstra shares OLPC Australia's belief that all children, wherever they are from and whatever their background, should have the same opportunities in life.
That's why Telstra is supporting us through its Ideas for Good program and sponsoring the deployment of up to 500 additional XO laptops in remote areas where next-year connectivity is available.
To experience the deployment of these XO laptops into schools in remote areas, we sent 4 celebrities to Bloomfield and Mornington Island in Far North Queensland to experience the remoteness firsthand. Christine Arnoux, one of Australia's most successful Indigenous performers with a repertoire spanning across music, dance, television and children's entertainment. Clint Bizzell, former AFL footballer with Geelong and Melbourne and now turned professional actor. James Tobin, one of Channel 7's rising stars and famous for his weekend weather role on Sunrise. Samantha Harris, Australia's first Indigenous supermodel, is gracing catwalks around the world, having made her debut in 2005 at Australian Fashion Week. Let's follow Christine and Clint as they visit Bloomfield River State School.
We're about to jump on this little aircraft behind us, going to Bloomfield. It's going to be fantastic. Pretty much feel like Santa right now, bringing all these gifts and laptops for these kids, so I reckon they'll be really excited.
We have arrived at Cooktown and the sun is shining. How good's that? I think there's going to be a lot of kids there. It's going to be very exciting. You know, happy faces. Can't wait to get there.
Over the last couple of years, we've added next-G networks to a lot of the Indigenous communities, so they've got internet access, and certainly in places like Cooktown where we are today, they've got broadband here and all the same sort of communications that you enjoy in the capital cities. Well, we're going down to Bloomfield now, so about an hour and a half drive on a dirt road. driving through Daintree Rainforest, World Heritage Country, so it's really quite magnificent.
The wonderful thing about what you have here today is that you have the same thing as all the kids in the city, which means that you now can achieve all of your dreams just like all the kids in the city. They were so curious. It was great to see that expectation in their eyes.
Just to see those kids receive the XOs and the excitement on their faces was just absolutely fantastic.
They open it up, and sooner than what I was able to when I held one in my hand, and instantly when I asked them, let's do this, but what they had on their mind was finding out what it could teach them.
Seeing their faces light up when they were going through all the programs and playing the games and, you know, searching for, you know, what they wanted to do, you know, in the future.
The laptops are great for kids. They're set up like a game. I mean, when they open them, it looks fun, it's engaging.
And within moments, they were communicating with each other and, here, miss, look at this, I'm making some beats, you know, or miss, how do you turn up the volume? I'm like, nah, don't ask me.
Mate, I feel like a dinosaur. Like, these kids were just, you know, tapping away. I actually had to ask some of the kids, how do we go to the next program? You know, how do we get into that game?
They can see everyone else that's online, they can chat with each other, and they can play games with each other. And I think, yeah, that connection is really nice.
We've had fun today, huh? Yes. Fantastic. The day's not over. We would like to take you outside and share with you the stuff that we do. I'm going to show you some music.
And I'm going to take you for a football clinic. Hey, you're going to have a kick, take a mark. Guys, who are ready to kick a football? Yeah! Follow me! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah! All right, here we go. You ready? Just to be a part of that connection to help them achieve whatever they want to achieve.
Kids out here, the talent they've got that sometimes are not able to be realised because they're in such a remote place, they just that we can do this.
These kids have definitely got the basis, you know, to go far. Doesn't matter if your dream is to play AFL or NRL, you know, it can be absolutely anything. So you just got to remember that whatever it is, that you work hard at it, that you enjoy it, you know, and you have a lot of fun. Hey!
Dreams are really important because dreams provide motivation, and when it comes to education, motivation is everything.
How many people here have a dream? A lot of guys had the dreams of, you know, being an NRL star.
We had one little singer, so I was like, yeah, we've got singers in there.
There's another young boy that wanted to be an inventor. So the dreams were varied, you know, but at least they had one. At least they sort of knew where they wanted to go and where they wanted to be and to have a dream, because every young kid's dream is all very different.
They have all these dreams and should be able to access their dreams like any other kid in Australia, and they could, right at the point of their fingertips.
It'll be a very big change for our students when they're using these laptops, because when we were going through school and we didn't have these advantages like these children are going to have.
One laptop per child program will just provide them with an exposure to new technologies so that they can use that technology for things that they are interested in doing.
Students here, the world ends here, but there's a big world out there.
The world's the oyster and it's right at their fingertips, all the way here in remote Australia.
I'd like to see more celebrities come to our school and promote whatever sport, so our children can have their dreams and say, you know, there's lots of opportunities out there.
James and Samantha went to an even more remote part of Australia and visited Mornington Island. Let's see what they've learned.
I'm going
Mornington Island to serve the community, to meet these wonderful kids that are getting these brand new laptops, which is very exciting.
I've heard all about the amazing landscape. I reckon we're going to have a great time. I think these kids are going to have so much energy. On the flight up here, you get this realisation of just how vast Australia is. We drive for ages and ages and see nothing except for trees and flat land.
Wow, it's really remote, you know, there's not much out here.
We made it! Yes! We're at Mornington Island! One of my first impressions at Mornington Island was arriving, and we went straight down to the jetty to shoot a piece to camera as the sun was setting. And these kids were down there, they ran over to us and they were so enthralled by the camera equipment and the microphone, and after we did the piece to camera, they wouldn't stop clambering over us, trying to look through the viewfinder, see how the microphone worked. They've got these big, bright smiles, they're so enthusiastic. It sounds like it's going to be a big day. We've got some official business first, which is handing out the XO laptops, which is really exciting.
We have some celebrities in here.
Morning, Mornington Island! We're so excited to be here because we've heard such great things about you guys and about Mornington Island. So today, we want to hear your stories. You guys live in such a beautiful part of Australia. So we'd love to hear how you live, what you love doing, what your dreams are, what you look forward to in the future. Will you share your stories with us? Yeah! What a great group of kids. We just turned up at the school assembly and they were all very excited to see us, although I think they were more excited to see Samantha Harris for some reason. Stay.
Morning, children. How are you? This trip for me has really highlighted the value of Telstra's partnership with One Laptop Per Child Australia. When you see these kids with their laptops and connected to the internet and connected to all these opportunities, is absolutely fantastic.
Presenting them to the kids today, you could just see how engaged they were. The programs on them are suitable for all ages, all learning styles as well.
You know the way the world is working. If you want to get a job anywhere, especially if it's off the Mornington Island, those kids are really going to have a really good understanding of technology. So I think in that way, it will really help connect them to hopefully future jobs, which will be a really good thing.
It's really important for the kids on Mornington Island to have dreams, and especially having role models come up to the island, it gives them opportunities to have something to aspire to.
Throughout the day, I sat down with some of the kids and asked them what they want to do with the rest of their lives. And some of them knew, some of them wanted to do things like become a school teacher, be a professional football player, or go into the city and work as a nurse or a doctor. If you guys have something that you really love in life, you can use the internet and the computer that you've got now to look into that more, explore it and see whether maybe it's something you could do for the rest of your life. Meeting the kids, you see that they're just like any other child in Australia. They've got this energy and this enthusiasm. The only thing that they don't have are the same opportunities that the kids in the city have.
Amazing, you know, from such a small community, these kids have huge dreams, which is great.
Look, Money, say anything.
As part of the program, Samantha Harris and I shared our stories with the kids, so I taught them a little bit about how to be a TV weather presenter.
Action!
And they took it fairly far. They got completely dressed up in their fancy dress outfits and had a really good crack at it. Good morning, I'm Koshi.
Good morning, I'm Kashi.
So look straight into that lens there.
Rain and 13 and
Good.
beautiful day in my life.
Bye!
Very good. Being a model, you need to know a few moves. Here are some.
Did someone say photo shoot? Work it.
The kids were a bit shy at first, but they eventually warmed up and they had a ball. They had a great time. Well done. You've also got to pose.
Yeah.
And now it's your go.
And back again.
I think young kids need a role model, someone to look up to aspire to, so they know that they can follow their dreams.
After school finished, we were taken out on a bit of an expedition. I knew Mornington Island was going to be remote. I didn't know it was going to be this remote. You can drive for an hour and not see a single structure or another person. And then you can get out to the coastline and watch a beautiful sunset. I went mud crabbing with one of the Aboriginal elders. He didn't have that much confidence in me, neither did Sam. I told Sam I was going to bring home dinner. 2 mud crabs, 1 spear. And then we went up to White Cliffs and watched this incredible sunset.
We got permission from the elders to go there. It's such a beautiful part of the world. It was just amazing.
To be able to come out and deliver these EXO laptops and to see these new worlds open up to them and therefore feel like what they want to achieve is just as valuable as what kids in the city would like to achieve. I'm so thrilled that I got the chance to do this.
The students are going to take the EXO and they're going to take ownership of their own learning. I think it's a powerful tool, it's a powerful resource. The students are just going to go full force with it.
I think we can build the confidence of these kids by making them feel more connected to the greater region and to the rest of Australia and to the rest of the world, so that they feel that they can obtain their dreams just as much as kids in the city can.
It's really great to see these kids in remote Australia have these EXO laptops so they can experience the same things as their kids in the city. In these remote parts of Australia, a lot of these kids don't see celebrities or people that we all see in the big cities and stuff. So it's really fantastic to be involved in this program so we can get these sort of people to come to remote Australia so the kids can have a role model so that they can sort of aspire to their dreams as well.
Today was brilliant, you know, to see the kids with the EXO computers, you know, seeing their faces light up when they were going through all the programs and playing the games and searching for what they wanted to do, you know, in future for their dreams. I think it broadens their minds, it broadens the world, but also brings it closer together.
It's been a great opportunity to come to Mornington Island, to come here, to meet the kids, to give them their EXO laptops, which they were very excited about.
These EXOs are great. I didn't have anything like this when I was a kid, you know. Look at us, we're outside and we're on the internet.
With these EXO laptops, it'll open a world of opportunities for these children. They'll be able to dream big, be connected with the outside world. It'll be amazing.
The kids were participating and enjoying it and getting right into it. It was absolutely amazing to see. I loved it. The world's the oyster and it's right at their fingertips all the way here in remote Australia.
To be able to come out and deliver these EXO laptops and to see these new worlds open up to them and therefore feel like what they want to achieve is just as valuable as what kids in the city would like to achieve. I'm so thrilled that I got the chance to do this. Just sharing a laugh with one of the kids, they were the really special things. One thing that they can really benefit from is the opening up of opportunities. And now that they've received these EXO laptops, we've broadened their horizons a little bit more.
To facilitate their dreams to where they want to go, I mean, that's just, you know, what everyone wants to try and do, to help the young kids find what they want to be in life.
The EXO laptop is purpose-built to work in remote areas like Mornington Island. They're dust, water and shock resistant, and as you could see, can be connected up to the internet and a global body of knowledge. There are almost 500,000 Australian children that need an EXO. So now is the time for all Aussies to do their part. So come on, Australia, be part of the equation.